Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We interrupt this Zelda music to bring you the last game for SECS this evening. It is, of course, the finals between Team Lust and Hello, this is Dog. I am Maut, and with me is no longer Spitwad, but my friend, my co-caster, and my John. How are you tonight, sir?
What is up? I'm doing good. I just got done casting 3 of my own games. So we've now met at the finals where we have Lust versus HTID. Both teams playing very well throughout. However, if we were going on time ranking, I think Lust may have a slight edge in their dominant performances.
Yep, for those of you that are wondering about the times that it took for Team Lust to get through this bracket, well, let's see here. 10 minutes the first game against some team, can't remember who it was. It was Sleazel's team. It was Whitebeard's team. It was Whitebeard's crew. Okay, so 10 minutes against
Karthus
them.
OP.
Yes, right. I don't know how long it took. You did the second game, right?
Yeah, it was like 23 minutes or so.
All right, 23
It's a long
minutes.
one.
Yep. And then the third game took approximately 19 minutes. So they are sweeping through here. They've got the Keeper of the Light pickup for first. Of course, Sully played that in the previous game. But the other bands, we're going to see Luna Band and, of course, the Darkseer Band. We're going to see Batrider and Nyx Assassin Band. So, not afraid is the side of Team Lust. They're really not afraid to give up a lot of heroes here. Shadow Demon picked up from the side of Oh, This Is Dog. A good hero. Good in conjunction with a lot of different heroes like Nates. And we might see them pick that up. Or maybe a Wisp as well, just to complete their support cast, but they're going to go for the Lifestealer, and so this could be a Wisp pickup. Yes, it will be, and a Gyrocopter pickup again. So they did this lineup previously, almost the same lineup, at least right now, for the side of Team Lust in the last game, and they had a lot of success with it. So the Lifestealer and the Shadow Demon up on the side of Oh, This Is Dog, and they're going to have a third pickup as well. What do you think about their lineup so far on Team Lust?
This is the most standard I've seen them run. The one game I had them, they ran a Zeus support, Dragonite carry, and something else that was definitely out of the ordinary.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said, and the Zeus support dominated. KCC was like 12-2 on Zeus as the support hero. I don't even know what happened, so let's move forward and not think back to that because we'll just blow our own brains. But this is the most standard they play, and so obviously there's some respect to HTID, which is reasonable because HTID, a team that is definitely chiseled veteran squad of SECS participants, and they're ready to bring their A-game. Puck, Lifestealer, Shadow Demon. Puck, a hero known, particularly KZZ, known for his puck play. They're going to see it on the side of HTID this game, though. And I think both teams looking at a pretty stable setup thus far. Of course, Gyrocopter, one of those really dynamic, powerful heroes. We talk about him all day, and we can continue to talk about how strong he is, but instead we'll see what they can try and do to cope with him.
Yeah, and that's ridiculous, the fact that KZZ was like 12 kills on Zeus. The fact that we've actually seen Puck every game, at least I have, every game today. All 4 games today have featured Puck, that adorable blue hero. Of course, 1 in a losing effort, 2 in a winning effort. So we'll see how it does pan out, of course, with the rest of this game finishing off. We're going into the second band phase. We see the Weaver, we see the Templar Assassin band come out from Hello, This Is Dog. Lone Druid, Beastmaster, and Silencer bands coming out from Team Lust. So 2 picks to go. Bane band as well. Nice band there. It's been seen a lot today. It's been seen almost every game as well today. What's important to note is that in the previous game, they actually sent Gyrocopter mid. They put Queen of Pain in a tri-lane bottom with Wisp, as well as another hero. I believe it was Keeper of the Light. And then they had Clockwork up in the top lane. So RTZ is probably going to be on that Gyrocopter again. Worked really well. He had a lot of early aggression with it. Worked extraordinarily well. They're going to go with Chaos Knight now. As their next pickup, they'll probably put him with the Wisp, I'd imagine. So they're probably not going to run with Gyrocopter in that tri-lane, I'd imagine, like I was talking about. Put RTZ up in that Gyrocopter, have him farm away. And RTZ is known to play some carries in the mid lane. You talk about RTZ and Luna. He does that a lot. RTZ, of course, is water, for any of you wondering out there. So this team having not only RTZ, but KZZ on it, 2 really good mid players. KZZ's been playing the side lane a lot recently. They have switched off roles occasionally. So, I don't know. This is a really good lineup, these teams. But then again, you can't really take away from Oh, This Is Dog. They've got a lot of good players as well.
Yeah, and interesting to note that Magnetar is still in the pool. And, of course, he's one of the heroes that's going to work well against Lifestealer, of course, because Reverse Polarity is going to ignore that rage. So, that could be a potential pickup here for Lust side, and of course Sleazel known for... Oh no, you said Arteezy's water. So there isn't Sleazel. False alarm. He was on Karthus OP. So, but still, they can pick up the Magnetar, try to make something happen as an offlaner or a middle, however they want to try and feature that. If they want to run an aggressive tri-lane here, it would work pretty well. I think having at least one hero that can go through Rage is very important for your team. We had one game in particular where there were 3 of those hard disables that go through BKBs, and it was absolutely impossible for the other team to cope with. But of course, Batrider has been taken out, as well as Bane and the Roar from Beastmaster. So most of them are out of the pool. Enigma and Magnetar are the only 2 standing still. Meanwhile, for the side of HTID, with the puck going middle and Lifestealer and Shadow Demon already, they could look to potentially throw in an Undying and go all in on an aggressive tri-lane. Of course, we always say Wisp isn't the best tri-laner. He's very squishy early on. He doesn't offer too much in terms of damage output. Of course, when he gets Spirits up, they deal a decent amount of damage. Tether is a good utility skill, but he doesn't have those hard damage disable skills. And instead, they're going to go with a Disruptor. So having the Silence will be nice, and Disruption, Glimpse to send someone back will be nice as well.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a defensive tri-lane with that pickup. You can go aggressive with the Disruptor. It's a little bit more difficult to pull off, but we'll see if they decide to go down that route. And with Bounty Hunter pickup, I don't know if they will do so, because Bounty Hunter, well, I'm not really sure what they're going to do. There could be an aggressive tri-lane coming out from Team Lust as well, but, you know, you just talked about how Wisp is not the best tri-laner. I'd have to agree with you. He sort of doesn't really have a place there, so I'm more inclined to believe that they're going to go defensive tri-lane, but we'll have to see. Bounty Hunter going up into that top lane will be okay if they decide to send him that way. There's only 9 seconds left of reserve time for Hellolus's Dogs. They've got to think about what they want to do for their off lane here or their side lane. Whatever they decide to do, they got to do it quickly, essentially.
Yeah, they can go for the Windrunner if they really want to. I suppose with Bounty Hunter out of the pool, Lone Druid out of the pool, and Beastmaster, there's the other option. So it's going to be a Clockwork. And Clockwork hero we've seen a lot more recently, of course, in the hands of players like Bulba, who are really becoming attuned and apt with that hero, making the most out of his abilities. Ever since the buff to Cogs, you can understand he has a really strong early game. Being able to hold some of those Cogs for, what, I believe 4 seconds level 1 is outrageously powerful. If you can add, well, it's 5 seconds level 1, excuse me. If you can add some damage on the back end of that, and surely if you can hold someone in position and have a Lifestealer beat at them, that's going to work out really well for you most of the time.
Yeah, but here's why I don't like this pickup, specifically in this game. Here's one reason, well, 2 reasons why. Number 1, you can, if you get the Wisp in the tether or in the Cogs, you can just tether out. Number 2, if you get the Chaos Knight in the Cogs, he can just Reality Rift out. So those are 2 reasons right there why I'm not really, I mean, those are 2 really minute reasons why I don't like it. He's still a good hero regardless, and he's just going to make it really difficult for the Bounty Hunter escape, of course, the Gyrocopter escape, which is a big thing, I think, if you think about it. I mean, Gyrocopter dying is really what you want here, but enough about that. We're going to get to some introductions here. You know what? Why don't you introduce Hello, This Is Dog? You should do that.
Sure. Hello, This Is Dog is on the Dire side, and we have Women, Weed, and Weather on Clockwork. I believe that's Juby. And we have T on Shadow Demon. We also have Nidara on Disruptor. The People's Champ on Lifestealer. And Your Arms Are My Castle. You're My Sky. So, on Puck. That rounds it up.
That's Mason, I'm pretty sure. So, I didn't actually know that was Jubei, but now I learned. On Team Lust, we've got Wisp being played by Lust, the man who's leading the team. KZZ, played by the Bounty Hunter. Actually, well, technically he's not leading the team. Snaking is the one who's picking. And the bottom lane, we see Sully on the Keeper of the Light. We see Snaking on the Chaos Knight. And down here in the mid lane, we're going to see RTZ on the Gyrocopter. And so already it looks like they're thinking about perhaps doing this trial, and like I talked about, they have Chaos Knight here with Reality Rift at level 1. Interesting he went that route instead of going for the Stormbolt, or Chaos Bolt, excuse me. Not Stormbolt. That's going to actually, they're going to fly off and illuminate it, which will hit T right in the face. Interesting that he did get hit by that, and it's interesting that they also used it, so, God dang it, I told them not to spectator chat.
Okay, so one thing you were talking about Clockwork before, and let me just say, the cool part about Clockwork is that if he puts up the Cogs and in any way Snaking gets pushed by it, it's 80 mana at level 1. So that's 1/3 of his mana pool, and it instantly takes away the combo. He can use one skill or the other. He can't use both if he loses 80 mana. So there is an upside as well. Against strength heroes, whenever you could drain mana, it's a very positive option for them. As I'm laughing at your chat. Eliminate flies off. It does a lot of damage to them.
I asked him nicely.
Yeah, you did. I saw in the pregame. It's an interesting tri lane, and they do catch one in it. Snaking is going to reality rift. This could be trouble.
Yeah, he's taking a bit of damage here. He's got his
gonna go
fastball.
first.
Oh, nice disruption. No, that was a bad disruption. Why would you do that defensively? That's first blood for Soli. I was just like, wait, what? T now in some trouble. That was the wrong person to disrupt, my friend. T might go down next, and yes, he should. A tether stun, anything? Yes, the right-click damage is enough for Lust, but now into Hydra is going to try to chase after Lust. Lust needs to TP out or something. Eat a tree. Eat this tree. Eat that tree. He ate it. Get out of there now. Oh, he's actually going to tether stun there. Now Women, Weed, and Weather. Jubei is actually caught out here. There's not enough mana to illuminate. They're going to keep going. Chaos Bolt's not available as well, but not your best fight. Hello, this is Dog. That was... They lost 3 there. That's not good. They lost all 3 in it. That lane's lost now. That lane is essentially lost.
I mean, the positive aspect of it is you didn't expect it to win. You just wanted it to survive, and you didn't manage that either. So that's what has come of it, and that disruption just ruined him. I mean, if it had gone on clock, it would have been an entirely different story. It could have been a huge turnaround, but T making a vital error, and he had a huge, amazing play in the last game. I saw him, and it kind of just hurts to see him make a little misstep like that. That is just so impactful in the laning phase of this game.
Yeah, that was not his best move by far. Unfortunately, that will provide 3 kills for Team Lust. So in the bottom lane, Snake King's going to get a lot more room to farm. They're actually rotating their supports around. And Hydra's up in the top lane right now with T on that Shadow Demon. So they're going to do this tri lane defensively rather than go aggressively after they lost that lane, unfortunately. So they're going to send Clockwork alone right now. And Snake King's going to get a lot more room to farm as well as get some experience here. Sully's going to be trying to form up this creep wave, which he missed the pull just barely somehow, unfortunately. Then again, Rocket Barrage in the mid lane, Arteez is getting some more farm as well. He's got 20 last hits up against this Puck, who has 9. So he's doing well for himself right now. Hello, this is Dog. Not the best start for them, but of course they can catch up if they can get some farm up on the Lifesteal, who's only got 9 last hits right now. They could be good, but that's not where they want him for his CS right now.
Yeah, I don't know how Lifestealer's getting beat this hard by KZZ. KZZ obviously playing really well right now. They dropped down a Sentry, and T's going to go for the Disruption. It's a little bit... It's on the edge of the lane. He'll be fine. Range, excuse me. He'll be fine. So People's Champ needs to try and ramp up those last hits right now. Only sitting at 10 against 16 on a Bounty Hunter is not where you want to be by any stretch of the imagination. And of course, Women, Weed, and Weather on bottom lane, all he's going to do is try and survive now. They rotated the sports out, and that flak cannon kill. Oh my.
Range on that ability is ridiculous. He doesn't have phase shift. That's why he died there. That's why he died.
It's true. That's the greedy build. I do that too in pubs. It's a super greedy build. Everyone else picks up phase shift level 2. That's the smartest build because you dodge so much damage. It's very cost effective, and now he's going to go for the second kill.
Oh, the cooldown's going to miss. It doesn't even matter. His Rocket Barrage is ridiculous. RTZ mid is having a fun time right now.
Oh my god, welcome to Throw City. This is getting ugly quick. 5-0 already in favor of Lust, and they're not helping themselves at all. He TP'd right into him.
It was another person bottom.
Picks up another kill bottom on clock. They're really digging themselves a grave. That's going to be really difficult to get out of. Level 7 Gyro versus a level 4 Puck now. Yeah, that lane's done. That lane is over.
They lost 2 lanes, and they're actually maybe losing a 3rd in top lane. Not because KZ's getting a lot of farm. He's actually beating the Lifestealer in CS somehow. We haven't been looking at this at all, but he's beating the Lifestealer. And that's a lane that they've had sports in pretty much the entire... Well, not for like the first few minutes, but that's ridiculous. So they're losing essentially 3 lanes at this point. Just because they're not getting solo experience on the Lifestealer anymore. He's only level 5. Level 3 for the Shadow Demon. KZZ's level 5 as well, but he's got more CS. I mean, RTZ's done absolute critical damage to mid. Puck's level 4 still, very close to 5. RTZ's level 7. Bottom lane, Snake King's been getting quite a bit of farm himself, setting up 23 last hits. And Lust is getting some nice pull experience as well. Crystal's stacking up these ancients, or not ancients, he's just getting some last hits on this Wildkin Ripper here, or Wildkin Warchief if you will. Wild Wing Ripper. Spit and I were discussing how they changed the names to every creep, how frustrating it was.
So. Oh yeah, it's really obnoxious, especially the Ursa name. I forgot what they changed it to, but it's something really stupid. So I think the majority of us are just going to call them by the old names, and then if people can't figure it out, then good luck. Which is another problem I have sometimes. It's how people get so irate when you call things by its old name. But if you think about, like, if you're watching a sport, professional sport, and someone refers to the number, everyone doesn't innately know the number of a player. So you do some paying attention and you figure it out. Then you know who they're talking about.
Number
Same could be happening
26,
with
he
Dota.
shoots, he scores.
Yeah.
What?
Like, I don't know the number of every single player in every sport for every team. I just
Ever.
watch the game and figure it out. So, people can do that for this.
Oh, RTZ's gonna get 2 kills top right now. Call down does so much damage. Gonna be a track kill. Yes, Shurikentoss gonna finish off that Disruptor and a double kill for KZZ there. Lust in the bottom lane, meanwhile, gonna get a kill. 9-0. This is getting out of hand, man.
Yeah, there's no other way to put it. I guess this is just the trend for Lust today. They look like a really strong squad, and Water's just going to dive them again. Another kill on Nike's top, and there's nothing they can do to stop the bleeding. They've lost too many lanes. This is probably the most bleak outlook I've seen for a game today. Hi, this is Dog. Puck's now about to get level 6, but we're looking at level 9 on Gyrocopter, already level 7 on Bounty Hunter. So you have an off lane out leveling your solo middle lane, and then even the supports in this tri lane, level 5 on Keeper, he's almost level 6, level 5 about to be on Wisp. It's looking ugly, and the graphs well if you take a look at them.
Yeah, I was just checking those out. 5,000 experience going from Team Lust, 7,500 in gold. And I don't know, man. The 10-minute GG earlier, the first game of SECS SECS was pretty bad. So I don't know. I don't know if anything can compete with that, but yeah, this is it's getting out of hand quick. I mean, RTZ's got what, 2 kills, 3 assists mid, and roaming up top.
Yeah, and he's still almost on track for perfect CS too. Like, he's got 54 CS at 7 and 45 seconds. I think perfect CS is 82 or something like that. So he's on track. Cooldown's gonna miss though. So he is human.
He is actually not gonna die from this though. Oh, his rocket barrage is gonna go, and it's gonna get a kill, but he will die here. KZ's at the backside though. He's gonna try to get a couple of kills. Glimpse. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's dead.
Yeah, and he completed an 8-minute Shadow Blade. So I don't even know. Like, his net worth is through the roof right now. His gold per minute is 600. That's without a Midas, without anything crazy like that. Next is KZZ with 533, and GG's called. 8 minutes. 8 minutes and 20 seconds.
I didn't want this game to be like an hour-long game, but I didn't want it to be an 8-minute 30-second game either. Okay, like, jeez, damn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I cannot see a reason for HCAD to stay in this game after what happened. His Shadow Blade hit would take down half the health on any of the heroes on the dire side. And that's it.
That's it indeed. So your champions for this week's SECS Sunday Evening Cup Series will be Team Lust, in which they played almost every game underneath 20 minutes. Fantastic gameplay from all 5 of those players. I gotta say, RTZ mid dominating once again. But that's gonna be it for us here tonight. I want to thank you all for joining us. For those of you that watched with Spitwad, that was a lot of fun. So make sure you check us out on Twitter. You can follow me at Maut2. You can follow John at NYJohnTV on Twitter. You can follow him on Twitch at NYJohnTV as well. I also have a Twitch channel, Maut2 as well. So you can check us out there. We'll be back next weekend. Well, I will. I'm not sure about you. I think you'll be in Montreal, won't you?
I'll be in Canada for LAN ETS. So be sure to check out those streams too. It'll be on Twitch. Should be on the front page of Twitch. Shoutouts to Spitwad for creating overlays for me and everything, getting this going. SECS so much better when he admins it. No offense to anyone else. And shout out to Maut for having me on the stream all day today.
Yeah.
And it's been a fun day of Dota. So hopefully see you guys next time. Not next week, but maybe the week after if we keep going. I'm excited.
I am excited as well. But that's it for us tonight, guys. We'll see you all around. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a good night.